Turn off the camera. Oh.
No, I didn't mean like that.
Oh, okay.
You have to wait. Oh, never mind. I missed my opportunity with that.
That's all right. That's all right.
I was trying to come up with something clever, like he's got to slide.
Right, test 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, speaking of
go.
clever, it's Mr. Patrick himself, Mr. Clever.
Holy moly! Yeah, I'm so high right now. I completely forgot my my audio interface. Like I had it on, but you have to like hit a switch in the back. But I'm like talking and yeah, I don't know. I feel liberated. Okay.
Satan Spinach USA.
Oh yeah, for sure. There we go. Let me put my phone on vibration and
feel it.
yeah. Hey, it's a classic. The original John Cena, Marky Mark. So that was before a lot of the youngins' time. They don't know nothing about that.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, Tony Rizzo Dance Party earned that name because he had the most ridiculous walk-up music, and his first walk-up music with the Chicago Cubs was Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, Good Vibrations. And I was like, or Good Vibration, excuse me. And I was like, was he even alive when that song came out? So I had to look it up. And he was like 2 years old when that song came out, and I was very distraught because
so old.
Yeah, dude, because I remember seeing Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch at the Riviera Music Theater, where I now bartend.
Yeah, I love the Riviera Music Theater.
And
I've seen a lot of good stuff
somewhere all up in my storage locker, there's a pair of Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch boxers.
Oh, wow.
Because the dumbest merch possible is what I want to buy. And so, like, teenage me was at the Riv screaming for Marky Mark and his third nipple, and I'm buying boxers. It's awesome.
Never knew he had a third nipple.
Supposedly.
Someone's watching TV or something? What's going on?
Oh, I'm walking home from work, so I was going to mute myself, but then we started chatting.
Oh,
so. Hi, Lozzie.
Oh, my God. How are you?
Hello. How are you, sir?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, mate.
Hey, the old man to give me a call.
Who is that?
Love you, brother. Wait, come here. Say hi to my friends.
How are you?
Hey,
what do you want him to say?
Give us a soundbite for the podcast. Who is that?
He's like one of my family members. His name is Sir Lawrence Upton.
Thank you very much. At the moment, I'm pricing out a new Toyota Land Cruiser.
Oh.
208, because that's who I am.
I love you.
Love to see you.
I love you. You're the best. I'll tell my dad to call you. Bye.
Shit, I'll call him.
For a minute, I thought that was Pete Dunne.
You got the cruiserweight on it?
Dude, I can get all the guests.
Fans right there.
So, guys, we are rolling, and I did share the link for anyone to come listen live.
Shit.
Pat, whenever you
even know.
Start it up.
So,
we're gonna leave all that shit in.
Yes.
Sir Lawrence Upton.
Anybody with that accent can always be on the show.
Oh my
I legit
God.
thought you were going to say, I thought you got Paige on the show.
Oh,
hello.
Hi, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi,
Ladies and
guys.
Hey, guys.
Sir Lawrence Upton here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 13th episode, scheduled for one Englishman, or scheduled for one fall. I am Patrick, alongside Val Capone and Viva Danielle, La Flama Blanca, yep, and Black Market Ivan. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing today?
Cubs win. I'm stoked.
Yeah. Let's remind everyone that we are from the heart of Chicago. Actually, we are recording from multiple parts of Chicago. So I think Val's in the heart of Chicago right now.
Well, I'm at Southport and Byron currently on the north side, leaving my office of Wrigley Field, walking home now.
Pat, what part of the body are you right now?
Me? Oh, man, I'm probably in the asshole.
Oh,
we're in the suburbs, so I think we're in the crack. We're right in the crack.
That's like the armpit, though, right? Kind of? No? Because you're kind of west?
Well, the
Northwest,
suburbs- Yeah, northwest. So yeah, but yeah, we're in the left nipple. We're speaking of Marky Mark. We're in the
Marky
third
Mark.
nipple. We're in the third nipple of Chicago.
Yeah, well, pretty much. Well, what black market? I guess I'm in that same area. I just wanted to say the word asshole, and I apologize to any other people that are listening to this podcast for saying the word asshole because it does sound kind of vulgar. But sorry.
I'm offended.
I'm not offended,
Oh,
but I am an asshole. So
Guys,
but
That's
yeah,
why I think
what-
that's why none of us are offended, because secretly we all are assholes.
I'm pretty open about it.
I am.
drinking
I am
anything?
pretty open about it at work.
so assholes, what are we drinking?
I'm gonna start out the night with because I actually was kind of proud of my choice, and it is called Mommy's Time Out, and I picked this wine that has the only description on it is pretty amazing. It just says delicious red. That is all.
Okay.
That's you, Danielle. That's you.
Oh, I'm blushing. Anyways, so I got this choice because I'm just, let's be real, I'm very vain and superficial with my wine choices. So in light of the greatest Royal Rumble, and I'm using quotations with saying that, and finding out that there are no women that are going to be competing at all there.
Boo, boo,
Right, and the fact
boo.
No one was even on the plane. No one was invited. I thought, you know what? Hey, this is for all the ladies at WWE. This is their timeout moment. They have a couple of days off. Live it up, ladies. So
yeah.
I'm going to, this is a crack. It's not a pop. Another crack. So ready, guys? Listen.
Yeah. It's
So
like
it's
you're
very-
tasing somebody.
Very much not impactful.
Let's see if the pour will redeem that lack of sound.
I just thought the same thing. I thought you were getting tased.
Oh man, I'm so high.
Oh, this pour. Okay, so I have to say two things. First of all, the crack
Right.
was not impressive. And the pour is kind of sloppy. It like sprayed.
Yeah. Woo!
I mean,
That's a party.
That's another
sprayed
podcast.
in the non-pleasurable way we all hope and dream for. So let me just.
Drink it. Wait. I want the audience to hear you drink it.
Okay, so I'm disappointed.
This is getting weird, y'all. This is really
Okay,
weird. I'm not
I'm
even
gonna-
high,
I'm
and this is weird.
I'm gonna slump it up.
Oh my god.
I don't
Shake
know
out.
if I want to hear
Super weird.
Danielle gulp.
Oh, so, how is it?
It's very sweet.
How is it? This wine was literally made with the suffering of all the women that are not participating in the Royal Rumble. So how does sexism taste? How does culturally repressed sexism taste?
It tastes very sweet and bland at the same time. Does that even can that
Very
exist in
topical. Very topical.
a
yes.
wine? I guess. Well, okay, so I should have been hinted, because this wine was on the bottom shelf, and
Uh-oh.
that should have been the first red
That
flag,
tells you already that
And-
you're about to drink piss.
right? And the second is that the only description, it says delicious red.
Well,
So
with that said, mommy's time out. Shout out to all the women who are going to have a weekend off. Now, I think we drank some of this last week. We bought a variety pack, but so I'm drinking once again Trouble Brewing Round Midnight Belgian White, and it's a can. So check this out, guys. And then check out this pour, and then we can move on to an actual show. Listen to this. Oh my gosh. So guys, now Val, you are currently walking through the heart of Chicago, so you're probably not drinking on anything. But,
No, but I did just serve over 1,984 ounces of Goose Island beer. I served 134 draft beers tonight and a solid Brian Urlacher on the cans of beer at Wrigley, folks. Yep, I sold almost 200 beers. It's the first time all season. It's been really crap at work, but it is what it is. We're getting to baseball weather soon. So I'm drinking bitter tears because I have made no money the past month. So, yeah.
So being a Chicagoan, what do you prefer? People to say, "Hey, let me get a 312 or a 312."
oh no!
Well, first and foremost,
Blasphemy.
if a Chicagoan, well, whenever somebody goes, "Oh, I'll take a 312," I go, "Where are you from?" and they and if they say Chicago, I say, "I am disappointed in you," and I lecture them. And if they say, as a gent did last season, "I'm from Nebraska," I say, "Oh, well, useless fun fact. 312 is the original area code of Chicago, Illinois. That's why Goose Island has a telephone tap handle for 312." And then the dad and I have a good laugh and ha ha ha, fun facts for everyone. And then his bratty little 9-year-old goes, "That's not a telephone."
Oh
Because
no!
Because it looks like an old school receiver, like a handset, not even a fucking 900 megahertz cordless, but like an actual, you needed to have the phone cord that attached into the phone that attached into the wall. And I really, really, the dad was so embarrassed. He paid for a beer, which is $9.50. He gave me a 20 and he said, "Keep the change, son. We had to have a conversation."
Oh my god!
So-
Did you quote unquote accidentally spill the entire tray of beer on the child after that?
No. I did want to tell his son, like, "Hey kid, tell me what a dial tone is. I'll give you this $100 bill." But I didn't want to embarrass the dad any further. So,
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I made a $10.50 tip on a $9.50 beer. I say that's a good day at the office.
Yes.
And I got to mock people in the most Chicago of ways.
So look, now
Always
know,
great.
you're celebrating the Cubbies, and I think that the only thing that we can celebrate that's even more, almost on par with Cubby victory, is the belt collector, the international belt collector, Austin Aries.
Oh, man.
Breaking news from the Austin Aries camp. We have an inside scoop. Pat, what belt did Austin Aries win literally 52 minutes ago to add to his collection?
Man, this is crazy because we all know today is the big NFL draft and all types of stuff like that. But this time,
Go
Austin
Bears.
Aries, he didn't win a belt. He got drafted number 1 in the NFL.
God.
I can't believe
To
it.
who?
Austin Aries showed up. I think he got drafted to every team because he's the greatest man to ever live.
Oh,
So
I thought maybe he
Austin
got
Aries-
drafted. He got drafted to every team.
That's
Is he tall
crazy.
enough
So
to
Wow.
play football?
5, he's about 5'7".
But
Hey,
they're
You
gonna
can't belt that.
I'm
create a belt for him though.
They're going to create a belt that's going to have all 30
Fair enough.
teams logos on this belt. He's the first
but
guy
hang
to
on.
ever do it.
Hang on, it can't be made of pigskin. He's a vegan.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh.
Just saying, looking out for my fellow plant-based dieters,
What if it was made of AstroTurf? That way it looked like a vegan belt.
Wow.
Oh,
And then it
man.
slowly falls
Austin-
apart at every match he goes to. He loses pieces of AstroTurf as he walks down the ramp.
So congratulations
Yeah,
to the number
so-
1 draft pick for the NFL, Austin Aries.
And it's
being drafted
crazy
to all
because he's
the
going to play every position. Every
I mean,
position on
that's
every
what he
team.
does. He's Austin Aries. That's what he does. You
Greatest
guys,
man
I don't know if
ever
you could see my front yard. I came home. My neighbors had a grilling party. They were so rad. They invited me. I had to go work at Wrigley. I'm impressed. They did really
Wow,
well.
look at beers and shit.
Yeah,
Look at-
so
look at
nice.
There's Modelo's. There's
Yeah.
Clyde's. Some donuts.
Oh my god,
Uh,
donuts
I'm
and
gonna
beer.
have- I'm
That's
gonna
a
have to
party
come
I
over
want to
there.
be at.
Yep. I think I'm going to have to stop
Style.
over there sometime.
Some sculpin. They did good. I'm impressed. I love my neighbors. They're so good. Oh, but they left their beer koozie here. Oh, that's sad. Oh, there's a Dos Equis. Wow, they did it all. Good job,
See,
guys.
Man, look. Yep. Yep. See, I got
Alright,
to meet
Chicago.
our neighbors now. But
I know my neighbors are awesome.
yeah, so
Alright.
I approve.
Austin Aries, he got drafted number 1. So Simon, I know that it's been a very long week, but it's like we have to get to somewhere that we haven't been yet. And I think that's the future. So Simon, can you I can't make a segue. I'm so high. Just talk about New Japan.
I
He's
mean,
gonna time travel us.
everyone says there are 3 dimensions, but some could say that there is a 4th dimension, maybe even a 5th, maybe infinite dimensions. But I truly believe that the 4th dimension is time. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take you down a trip to the 4th dimension through time into the future. Okay, Google, what time is it in Japan?
The time in Tokyo, Japan is 12:19 p.m.
So it is April 27th, 12:19 p.m. And we're going to give you the New Japan Minute. So New Japan Road to Dontaku, as I mentioned last week, is a ongoing series culminating in a final show that is happening a few days after this, the show we're having now. So I don't have the final results, but I'll give you the highlights of a show that literally happened 3 days ago, which was Road to Dontaku, like 9. I forget what they call it, like tier 9, something like that. We had the team of Davey Boy Smith Jr., Lance Archer, and Minoru Suzuki, which is Killer Elite Squad, and the leader of Suzuki-gun defeating Evil, Sonata, and Tetsuya Naito of Los Ingobernables de Japón. Crazy, crazy tag team match. Then we had a IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title match, which was El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru, which are the champions, retaining against Bushi and Hiromu Takahashi, also of LIJ. So 2 big, hard-hitting matches. Once again, no Bullet Club presence here, but once again, we've got a few more, I think 2 more episodes in this series. So next week, we will give you the recap. So that's really all that happened of note in New Japan, guys. But for the first time in 13 episodes, we are going to recap not New Japan, not WWE, but what some would call Impact Wrestling, but what we call here, maybe this is going to change, Piss Packed Wrestling, because it's normally comprised of piss breaks and piss-worthy quality. But Pat is going to tell us and the entire world.
That was my dog. Sorry,
dog is even approving of Piss Packed quality. Pat, what happened to that will remove the stench and the color of urine from Impact Wrestling this week? Tell us.
Man, hell froze over. That's all I gotta say. I am still completely shocked that Impact, Impiss, Shit Wrestling, they put on a show that I actually enjoyed. I can't believe it. I wouldn't say it's NXT Takeover New Orleans level, but it was like Takeover London. It was kind of like on that. It was really good. I don't know if it was the crowd or whatever, but watching a crowd from Redemption in a crowd like I watched Impact tonight, too, is like night and day. It's like at this pay-per-view, it sounded like they were at like a big indie show, and with this not pay-per-view, Impact, it sounded like 8 people was up in there, but that's that's besides the point. All right, so we get the first match was Aerostar versus Drago, I believe. Great cruiserweight action. I love Drago's his attire, like the dragon shit that he got going on. It's like really dope. I just hope that he doesn't bring it to WWE, because he would definitely be in 205 Live with fucking Lince Dorado, Kalisto, El Generico, Rey Mysterio Jr., Rey Mysterio Sr., and anyone else that's Mexican, I guess. The second match was very surprising. It was for the Impact World Tag Team Championship. Before I even get into it, the new belts that Impact have are incredible. The first time, I can say in a long time that they had some good belts. Anyway, the second match,
I agree.
Eli
They
Drake
are really awesome belts. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, and the logos won't come off in the rain this time.
Yeah, they won't wash off when people wear them in the rain.
Yeah. So, like I said, the big surprise, the second match was Eli Drake and Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump. They defeated the Latin American Exchange to win the Impact World Tag Team Championships. Scott fucking Steiner did a Frankensteiner off the top rope in 2018. I couldn't believe it. Even though it looked like he died and shitted on himself when he landed on the mat. That's besides the point. He did it, and you know what? You guys salute Big Papa Pump. He's the hookup. Holler if you hear him. The next match, this is something that I haven't seen NXT or WWE do. And if they have, it hasn't been done, and I can't remember. So it was a 6-way. It was like a 6-way match, a fatal. No, that's fatal 4-way. A sadistic
challenge?
6-man. Yeah, it was a 6-pack challenge or something like that. And it had Desmond Xavier, aka the poor man Cedric Alexander.
No, that's not true.
No, I love Desmond. I wish he was in WWE. I hate that he's like. I hate that he's like I'm fucking high. Rotting over in Impact Wrestling. But I love Desmond Alexander.
Desmond
and,
Xavier. Desmond Xavier, not Desmond Alexander.
Cedric
yeah, that's right. Desmond. See,
Cedric Xavier.
Yeah. 2 other guys I can't remember their name, and Trevor Lee was in this match, and Brian Cage. Now Brian Cage is like this fake. He's like a mixture of Brock Lesnar and I don't know, Zangief from Street Fighter. Like just big guy with a mohawk, and he's in this
he's
match
on Lucha
with,
Underground.
Yeah, he's on there. See, I keep forgetting. I haven't seen Lucha Underground shit since like I don't know, season 2 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
Season 4 is starting up soon.
Yeah, so Brian Cage is like a huge guy, and they got him in this match with 5 like cruiserweights. So it was pretty awesome to see like all these guys like try to take on Brian Cage, who's probably like 6'6", 330. Like he pretty much was like fucking right back with a damn mohawk. Anyway, he wins the match. It was pretty cool. Piss break match. I know it's women, but yeah, I'm not gonna even give it no shine. It was just a bad match. I'm sorry.
Which one?
Next match. It was
Rosemary.
Valkyrie. No, that was actually all right. It was Tyra.
It was Taya Valkyrie and Kira. Taya Valkyrie. She's also on Lucha Underground. That's John Morrison. If you're Johnny Mundo, Johnny Nitro, that's his partner. And Kira, I disagree that it was. And I like Kira a lot. I think she is looking good. I just saw her at Shimmer about a week ago, and she has gotten so much better. That girl is on fire, and not just because that's what her T-shirts say. For a smaller pint-sized powerhouse, she can go with Taya, and Taya just threw her around for a bit like a rag doll. But the thing I liked the most about this match was that my homegirl, the undeniable Tessa Blanchard, she is so evil. Oh, I fucking love her so much. She is the nicest human being on the planet. She is so humble and so thankful and very appreciative of everybody just loving what she does. But damn, 3rd generation of awesome. She is now on Impact, which I was kind of thinking that was going to happen since her and Ricochet split. I was worried that she was going to get tossed aside because he's now with NXT. But, good for Tessa. Tessa's a boss-ass bitch, and she works so damn hard, and she is really wonderful, even though she's evil in the ring,
This is perfect. I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. She's going to be Impact's version of Charlotte. I think guarantee so too.
It. I think so too, because she's got a really good look. She looks just evil as shit. She's a super babe. She's totally cut. She works really hard. She's always at the gym. She's always on the grind. She's on every fucking show. Like, she'll be in Pittsburgh one night. The next night she's in Tucson. The day after that she's in Tampa. And then next thing you know, she's on a show in Seattle. Like, this girl works, and she is really good. She can go. So she did just come out and mess with the commentator's mojo and just say, no, Tessa is here. And it was kind of cool. I thought it was a cool way to introduce her, and it was kind of a shocker. And then in the meanwhile, the match happened in the background, which is why I kind of think you felt like it was like a piss break, because the match wasn't that intense. It was just like an intro to Tessa, and she was on commentary just basically telling the two to shut the hell up and recognize, who she is and this and that. And so
that
was my favorite part of the match.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was, we just saw this high flying from the 6-way tag, or not 6-way tag, but 6-way match. And then, you kind of have to have something to kind of cool it down. So I'll have to watch it again and see. It just, at that moment, I was just kind of like, I'm already wearing my patience thin with In-Piss Wrestling. I shouldn't be watching it to begin with.
Yeah.
Here I am, 28, watching it. So the next match, we got Matt Sydal, aka Evan Bourne. He defeated Petey Williams, which I thought was a great match. It was for the Impact X Division Championship. It I would say that was probably the third best match of the night. Matt Sydal's kind of healed this time, so it's kind of interesting to see how he plays it out. So, but he's doing a really good job at it. The next match was Ohio versus Everything. OVE, Dave Christ, Jake Christ, and Sammy Callahan. They defeated
Christ.
Yes,
It's
yes,
Christ.
yes. Chris.
Sorry,
Chris!
I'm a big. I'm a real
Okay,
big fan
my
of
bad.
OI4K. It's Ohio. Ohio is for Killers is what their indie tag team is called. OI4K, and on OVE, yeah, it's Ohio over Everything, and it's the Chris brothers and Sammy Callahan. And I think the
See?
three of them as like a faction is awesome.
Val was about to kill me. Chris, damn it. Damn it! All right, I'm sorry, Dave, Chris, and Jake. Chris,
You're gonna
I
be
will
begging
have
for
to-
Chris.
Yeah, yeah.
Redact
No,
yourself.
Holy
Redact
yeah.
yourself.
Anyway, they defeated Eddie Edwards, Moose, and old ass Tommy Dreamer. Don't get me wrong. This was a great match. I understand it was a House of Hardcore match, which happens to be the name of Tommy Dreamer's thing. He just felt, I don't know. I just didn't see the need for him to be in the match, but I get it. You know, they're kind of trying to get the storyline with Sammy Callahan and Eddie Edwards hitting them with the bat, you know. Some great hot spots in here. Moose, he like jumped over the top rope, landed on the ladder kind of wrong, but I guess he's okay. We saw a move called the Boston Knee Party, which was basically a famouser off the top rope into a pile of thumbtacks. I thought that was a crazy spot. Not Sammy Callahan. Eddie Edwards came out there at the end of the match. Obviously, they lost, so he went crazy and started beating everyone with a kendo stick, and it accidentally hit his wife. That's going to forward the storyline, and I'm kind of, interested to see what happens. Next match, we had Allie, right? Allie. Anyway, she defeated Su Yung.
It's
and
Allie. Allie is the Knockouts champion.
Oh yeah, that's I can't think of it. She's she used to be like, I forgot her name. It was like in the Indies, like Cherry Bomb or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Cherry Bomb.
Yeah, see, I know my shit. I'm just high right now, so please be patient with me, people.
It's just lost in a cloud, baby. You still got it.
And I'm black. Black people don't know how to pronounce shit. Anyway,
No, you're
Allie
black and you watch wrestling. You're not just black. You also watch wrestling.
Oh my God, that's right. Black guy.
You need to make your t-shirt.
You know what?
And that was not a racist statement. I was repeating what my good friend Patrick said. It was not me being racist. Oh my God, was I just the most racist I've ever been on this show? Oh my God.
I think I'm gonna have to put the
the
tag right there.
No.
To new
Allie
listeners,
defeated,
to new listeners, it's completely racist.
No,
Yes,
it's what Patrick says every week. No. Why?
So
I'm
Allie
gonna go
defeated Su Yung.
I'm gonna go throw out dog shit now.
So
Aw.
Allie defeated Su Yung, which was crazy. Like I said, I'm such a big fan of Su Yung. That was a decent match, and it was for the Knockouts Championship. So she basically retained her title. In the main event, Pentagon Jr. defeating Austin Aries and Phoenix in a 3-way match. Holy shit, this match was up there with one of the best matches I've seen this year. If you haven't seen it, you can probably watch it on YouTube. I know this one guy I go to Wrestling World Z. He normally puts like the highlights of like Raw and SmackDown. So I just say I just happened to miss a show. I can just go on there on YouTube and look him up. And he has a 3-hour show broken down into about 36 minutes. So that was the end of the show. Like I said, I was very surprised at Impact for putting on a decent pay-per-view. Like, holy shit, if they can keep this up, you know what? They might get my time and my money. But
wow.
That's all I gotta say about it. Like I said, I'm just surprised. Impact Wrestling, Impiss Wrestling. You keep this up, I gotta stop calling you Piss. You're gonna
okay.
like move up to like Stomach Acid or something.
Oh.
That's all right, Pat. Because you know what? The new title holder for the Piss claim to the throne is going to be Raw, at least for me. I don't know. Lately,
shots fired.
It's just not. It's not
Wow.
knocking my socks off. So we started off Monday Night Raw this what's today? Thursday? A few days
Yeah,
ago.
Thursday Night Raw. Yeah.
Thursday Night Raw.
You,
With Lesnar and Heyman coming out. They opened up the show. Well, I guess we should talk about Bruno Sammartino, right? We did not.
yeah, that would be
No, that
nice.
was last
Don't
week.
be racist.
Oh, that was last week.
Was it last week?
No,
Yeah, because I was making tasteless jokes about it.
Really?
Yeah, but they
I
did.
said that Twitter guy
yeah.
should make like Bruno Sammartino and die.
Oh, you're right.
No, but see, they didn't have the like
The
you know,
tribute
10
thing.
bell salute.
But we had a tribute.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna just skip right over that and introduce the show with Lesnar and Heyman coming out. And I will say my favorite moment, just a quick little tidbit here, was the crowd booing Heyman and Lesnar. And there's a brief moment where they both looked at each other in amusement and amazement. It was a nice little like surprised reaction before they went into their whole promo. I enjoyed it.
I'm
I'm
sorry to say, Dan. Sorry to interject. There was the 10 bell ring bell salute, and everybody had their T-shirts and all this and that.
Oh,
Did you
see,
guys
okay.
talk-
I thought that was this Monday Night Raw. So
Yeah,
okay,
it was, yeah.
y'all are throwing me off, or I
No.
guess Simon's throwing me
No, I'm
off.
just saying our tribute was the only one that mattered. That's all.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah.
He's
That's
not wrong there.
That's absolutely correct. Okay,
Mhm.
I was
We
mixing
did-
up my
we did
weeks.
do
you
it.
know?
Yeah.
So after
But-
Heyman starts delivering a pretty, the same but amazing
The same
promo.
bullshit.
It's the
Same
same stuff,
bullshit.
but
Let's just be
his
honest.
Ladies
He
and gentlemen.
has the best kind of delivery, and no one can
I'm
beat
tired
him.
of it.
Well, okay. Well,
I'm tired
he
of
was
it.
interrupted by your lover. I mean, your hero, Mr. Roman Reigns, comes out,
You know,
does a terrible
I don't
promo,
even
on
know.
my opinion. But hey, you know what? To each their own, right, Pat? You love him. He's just
Look,
hittable.
I let
in my
you
opinion.
marry him, Pat. Dang.
look. If I could, I would, man. Love wins. But that's besides the point. The point here is
Oh my
I'm
god.
trying so hard. I'm trying so hard to be a Roman Reigns. I even ordered the stinking shirt because I'm like, you know what? I want to be, I want to be in the dog pound or the big dog or the puppies or whatever. What would I be? I don't know. I don't know what he calls fans.
You would be a
The
pound
puppies,
puppy.
Yeah,
Pound
he's a big dog. I'm
Oh,
a
I think a
puppy.
pound puppy for sure. Pound puppy.
Right?
Definitely
Pound
a pound
puppy.
puppy. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I'm gonna have to start hashtagging that. I'm a pound puppy.
Yeah,
Patrick
that
Pound
actually
puppy.
could be, like that could actually be a thing. 'Cause-
Hey, Oos. Hey, Oos, we got a whole pound puppy up in the penitentiary.
well, okay,
Yo,
now
wow.
let's remind.
Patrick Pound puppy.
I have to remind
Yeah.
my fellow co-host and the fans out there that I watch Raw on the Hulu version, which is legit half
Probably
the show.
better.
And I didn't know about this match until just now with reading notes that Elias and Bobby Roode had a match because that unfortunately wasn't aired.
It
on
was a
Hulu.
good. It was a good thing it wasn't on Hulu.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
just shows you the
Yeah.
quality of it. It was
Probably pissed
terrible.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
you were
he's not
probably
wrong.
pissed in the bed.
Oh, my god. Well, I guess apparently Elias won. But the only highlight of this match would be Elias's intro. I mean, he had to give a pretty decent song insulting the fans. I would
No,
no?
nope.
No,
Oh,
Nope.
well,
that's why
shit.
it
Then
sucked.
that's
That's why it
exactly
sucked.
why it was not on
Got
Hulu.
immediately cut off by Bobby Roode as soon as he was about to start.
Well, they
I
followed.
think he just said his name.
Okay. They followed
Is he the
that-
new Ahmed?
Oh no.
Hey, I don't know. We'll have to see. I will have to see.
Well, Woken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt faced the Ascension, which God, who knew that they still existed? But
Hey. First of all,
hey, I'm
Okay,
only
well-
about who's on the television screen, and they aren't. So
Dang.
I'm gonna have to look in my mute list. I have to mute this guy because I was talking about how some people are underrated and underrated in the WWE, and this neckbeard went in my mentions and had the audacity to say Connor from the Ascensions is highly underrated. And I muted
What?
him.
Who said that?
He's on Spam Mountain. I have to look on my Twitter to see exactly where he's
Is that
at.
next to
I'm
Space
sorry,
Mountain?
Nick Beards. Yeah, it gotta be. You know, I'm. You know, look, I get it. You know, look, we're wrestling fans. We're trying to enjoy what we see on TV. I don't need you neckbeards every week on Facebook. Tell you know, if I like something, let me like it. You don't have to disagree with it, or if you do, just shut the fuck up and keep it to yourself. Like, dude, fuck. All right, that's all. I'm sorry for ranting. I'm sorry.
Well,
anyway,
I'm just reading the notes here, and I don't know if this is an accurate new tag for them, but in the notes it says deleter of worlds.
I wrote that because I believe they
they-
referred to them. as
No,
that. I don't know if
that's what they're
official.
trying to call them.
Okay, I actually
Yeah,
really
that's what they're saying their tag team is the leader of worlds, which would be awesome if they could figure out like start Bray Wyatt's entrance and then mix Matt Hardy's into it. They do it reverse and it's so awkward and it's just terrible and it ruins the production level, I think. And Deleter of Worlds would be brilliant if they did it correctly.
Yes, I
Well,
really
just give 'em a new
enjoy
theme.
that phrase. Deleter of worlds rolls nicely off the tongue. I enjoy it. Let's hope they actually
it's
do
a great
something
T-shirt.
clever with it, but we'll see, right? Followed by, of course, another disappointing tag team match because I'm sorry, I'm all about Drew McIntyre. Love the guy. But him paired up with Ziggler is just the most disappointing element of the match.
Really? I feel
You
like
are
it's a really
tripping.
good pairing.
I'm
I feel like
not
it's a
about
re-
it.
The zigzag that they do. Oh my god, that finishing move that they combine together, it's gorgeous.
But you see, Dolph Ziggler has a face I want to slap.
That's the point though. He's mega heel now.
Yeah, but this thing, I love heels, but he's so, I'm bored. And when he comes on, I just get immediately, that's my piss break. Oh, Dolph Ziggler's music's gonna hit and then scratch off. No, thank you. I'm gonna go take a long piss during this match. But again, that's just my opinion. They unfortunately defeated Titus Worldwide. I have nothing else to say about that because it was just kind of a slow match, even though it wasn't actually slow. When it comes to the time frame, it wasn't a long match, but it felt slow because of the pair up. They followed that matchup with Chad Gable because they have nothing to do with this guy and they're just going to throw him into random matches. But he defeated Jinder Mahal, which is I don't know how you want to look at it. Is this a match with Chad being pushed and Jinder getting like pushed down and then Chad getting pushed up? I don't know how you want to look at this type of pair up. But again, a boring, not entertained. Who knows what they're doing with these guys? They're just fillers to pass the time for this 3-hour show. I don't know. They followed that match with Strowman and Bobby Lashley's eyebrows defeating Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now, okay, this match to me, not too bad. They're all very decent wrestlers. We all agree and know this.
I really love this match, actually.
I was disappointed that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn didn't win because I'm all about them right now. I think they're phenomenal. I love all the promos, everything they're doing. They're just great. They're great in the mic. They're great in the ring. And it was the best match of the night so far. So
can I ask Danielle, because I know that you watched the Hulu and did you talk about the TV show? Did I miss that? Was that last week? Am I just dreaming? The Sammy and KO show?
Yeah. That was on this episode, right?
Well, yeah. It was right after Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy were making creepy goo eyes at one another.
Oh my God.
While Wyatt pinned Victor. It was so creepy, by the way. They were like eye fucking each other. It was so weird. And then it was the Sammy and KO show, and they were like, thank you to the wrestling gods, the departure of one of the greatest minds and voices in WWE history, The Miz. So they were like dedicating their show to it. Wasn't that this show, or does it all blur together? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Because Sammy was singing "You Suck." Yeah. Because they gave Kurt Angle the real classy lawn chair when they had the nice bougie leather chairs, and Sammy was fucking hilarious. And they were talking about like, do you still have a job, Kurt? Because, you kind of were part of the thing that broke your boss's arm and blah, blah, blah. And they mentioned Shane and Vinnie Mac, Head Smack and all that, and how they love their talents of really, really disliking Kurt, even though he desperately needs a job because he has 6 kids. And then fucking Sammy is all, Jason Jordan. Oh, but Kurt didn't remember him for many years either. And it was like, oh my God, I thought it was brilliant. That was probably my favorite part of the entire show. Honestly, it was just Sammy and KO. And like, on the record, I'm not a very big Kevin Owens wrestler fan. I really was more of a fan of Kevin Steen, which I know I'm not trying to be like bougie street cred. I just don't care for him much as a wrestler in WWE, but I think he is absolutely, absolutely brilliant on mic. So him getting to do, the Sammy and KO show, it was my favorite version of Kevin Owens because he was brilliant. He was cunning. He was hilarious. He had great improv. It was just the two of them together. Oh my God, I want to buy them tea. Like I want to buy them dinner. Like they're amazing. Oh my God, I love them.
I did forget about that segment. No, that was my favorite part. Besides him ripping on Kurt Angle with the whole kid thing was the little jab he made about Rusev and Lana.
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet. I very much enjoyed it.
Good. They're
I
so
actually
fucking
did forget
good.
that was part of Raw because even though I only watched an hour and a half, I still completely forgot about that. So
No, but here's the thing though, there was so much going on and there's so many stories going on and it is a lot, but that was really, really a good segment. So
yes.
All right. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt. I apologize. I'll go back on mute.
I got my weeks mixed up because again, there's just everything's a blur. But they followed by a match that I didn't see, and I'm also learning as of reading the notes that Baron Corbin attacked No Way Jose and ruined the I'm guessing dance party that was happening because that's what happens anytime No Way Jose enters the arena.
Beat his ass every week. Who
Now,
cares?
that was also not on the Hulu version, so I have no information about that.
Here's the thing though. How can I become part of his dance party?
I know.
Like,
I like his music. I dance around. I'm a white girl that dances to that music. Like that's what they're marketing it to.
I'm gonna get us a bottle of No Way Rosé or Yes Way Rosé or whatever the fuck that shit is. I'm gonna get it for us. That's happening. Like legit, that's happening.
So we're gonna clap our hands and pretend like we know how to salsa. And
yeah, dude. I'm into it. I mean, like, how do I get in it? There was a dude with. There was a dude with a taco hat. There was a guy with a horse head. There was a Hardy Boy cosplay dude. There was like a girl that didn't know how to wear a sombrero. I mean, like, how do I get to be in this fucking party line? Oh my God.
Are they literally pulling people from the fan? Like
I don't know,
or are they like backstage people?
I think they're probably performance enhancement talent.
I mean, because Braun Strowman and Simon Gotch, they were all part of the Rosebuds, if you recall that party line.
Yeah. Man,
but how do I got to get on it, man. I got to find a way. Who the fuck do I know? I got to know somebody. Let's make this happen, guys.
Val, probably do know somebody that can get you into that conga line. Totally.
All right. My 40th birthday is January 2nd, 2019. January 2nd, 2019. By my 40th birthday. Let's fucking make it happen. Let's make it yesterday.
Yes.
Okay?
Love it.
Yeah, so we got 5 years to make that happen because Val is not that old. So
I love it.
Keep smoking that spinach. You will time travel back to New Japan.
Oh man.
Well, we followed the non-existing Hulu match by Seth Rollins and Finn Balor defeating the Miz Taraj. Of course, they're good. They're entertaining. It was all right.
But can we point out, and I don't know if it was on the Hulu mix, but I thought that they were fucking hilarious because they went up to Rollins in the locker room and they had the Monday Night Rollins shirt on and they were talking about how they should be the new Shield, and he's like, I don't think so, guys. And then they did the same thing to Finn Balor and we're like, OG Bullet Club, this is the new Bullet Club, what do you say? And he was like, they went to Too Sweet him and he put and Finn Balor with this goofy cute ass little grin where he's like grinning like a toddler, he like pushes down there Too Sweet and is like, I don't think so. It was just so good.
I don't think so.
They were very entertaining.
Yes, it was. It was a fun match to watch.
the best part is that they were like, we can rebuild, redesign, and reclaim with Monday Night Rollins, and they like rip open the shirt. He's like, that's a hard no. It was just so good, and it was like the kind of subtle backstage vignettes that I really love, that they still weave it into a storyline, and then boom, there's a match later. I don't know how I feel about Rollins and Balor being BFFs all of a sudden, and that's a little weird for me because they were just fighting over the IC title, and now they're best friends again. I don't know, it's just weird. But anyway,
They're gonna develop that into some new storyline until Dean Ambrose comes back, probably. You know, it's just how it works with Monday Night Raw. But okay, so we closed out Monday Night Piss Raw matches with
Monday Night Piss.
Monday Night Piss. I like that. Okay, Raw is pissed. Okay, no.
Are you, wait. Are you talking? Are you talking about the moment of piss, the public service announcement from Alexa Bliss?
Oh,
is that what you're talking about?
That whole, like, as a female, I'm just, what is happening? What we were like striving so well, and now it's just like, oh well, let's just shit all over the women, okay, and like just give them terrible material and give them nothing to work with.
I did like the promo earlier in the evening that the Riot Squad did with Renee Young dressed as a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich. You guys notice that dress? Jesus H, Renee, what is going on there? And Ruby Riot, who cuts a pretty good promo. They actually let Liv and Sarah talk, which Sarah was sounding like a mouth full of marble, talking about game mate. Like, shit, I was just like, what the hell did she just say? Yeah, I'm going to eat them like game mate. But, you know, Liv cut a decent, and I say that like awkwardly stretching, not believing myself saying it, promo. But Ruby Riot was killer, as per usual. I'm a little biased because Heidi Lovelace, Sally Stitches, forever. She was saying that they're, you know, the Riot Squad is like a can of tear gas. They're equal opportunity agitators, and they're not concerned about the frenemies. And, you know, I thought that was pretty good. So that was still kind of leading in the direction of like, fuck you, we're going to do what we want. We don't give a shit what you have to say about us. And your little drama circles that you're having, we're going to destroy you, as though a can of tear gas is going to explode. We're going to destroy everybody, you know, equal opportunity agitators. I thought that was a brilliant line. But then you're absolutely right, Danielle. It like spirals back down to, ooh, wait, should we raise the Divas belt again? With this like bullshit cattiness. It's like, this is how they have the women's storylines. It's just upsetting.
It is. It's so sad. So they closed out the match with Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, and the Riot Squad facing My Queen, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, Natalya, and Ember Moon. But it was they defeated the fellow ladies in a DQ. So
did you guys notice that Alexa didn't get in the ring?
I did.
She had some. Yeah, she had some cosmetic surgery supposedly that she's recovering from, and so they still had her in the match. They had her all covered up. She was wearing like one of her Bliss t-shirts.
She got what did she get her titties done? What did she get done?
Yeah, she had supposedly she had breast augmentation done. And there's all these speculations and all this rumors. You never know. It could have been anything. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I say if she wants to do it, if she feels better about herself with a bigger rack, let her have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I understand.
You know, like, you know, never gonna hate on that. But
sorry, I'm listening to someone sound effects going on in the background.
Oh, that was my doorbell. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. Who is it? Put him on the show.
Doorbell.
Is it Sir Lawrence Upton?
Is it Sir Lawrence Upton? What the hell? Who did you order a pizza?
I don't know. I'm too high. Maybe I did.
Did you forget you ordered a pizza?
I'm so high.
Who the hell? If somebody rings my doorbell at 11 p.m. at night, I'm gonna be coming to the door with a gun. Okay,
I'm pulling out the strap.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I'm gonna be coming for that Grubhub I ordered because White Castle now sells Impossible Burgers, so vegans can eat at White Castle now.
White Castle sounds great.
I just want to know what, and I'm serious. Okay, this is not a joke. How advanced is silicone technology now that they don't have to worry about things rupturing from the consistent impact? I'm just asking as a man.
If you recall, there was an episode of Total Divas where Eva Marie or somebody had an infection with one of their implants years ago.
I didn't see that.
Like that they were worried that the implant burst or something like that. They had to get their implant repaired, right?
Yeah, I think it was
I
Eva
mean-
Marie. You're right.
Like I'd be like
I
afraid, like, and, you know, I have some, you know, porcelain veneers in my mouth, and like I can never, you know, be like I always have this like feeling like, oh, something's gonna knock it out. You know, I can't imagine like, oh, don't
Well, I can only speak.
suplex on me, suplex me, because they're gonna.
I can only speak from experience. I was having a lot of headaches and I didn't know what they were from. So I went to my doctor, sent me to an ENT, an ear, nose, and throat specialist. That doctor asked me how many times I broke my nose. I said 0. And she was like, okay, wait a minute. So you've been playing roller derby for 13 years at the time. You used to be a kickboxer. You used to be a door guy that happens to be a girl at 4 a.m. bars in Chicago. And you work at a ballpark. You think that you've never broken your nose. And I said, no, I think I would know. And then she laughed and sent me for a CAT scan. Broken in 3 places, had no idea.
Oh.
So I had, my inside of my nose looked like a Dolph Ziggler zigzag. Like it was like, yeah, it was gnarly. And I was like, holy shnikes. So then I had to have, and I come from I'm a member of the tribe. I am my mom's side of the family is Jewish. And so I'm the only Yid in my family that had her natural nose. And I would always get made fun of. Like I didn't get my rite of passage because I didn't get a nose job for my 16th birthday. That was like a joke in our family. And here I am at, how old am I, Patrick? 35, 34?
Yeah, 34.
Let's go 34 because Walter Payton. If we're not going to say 39, which I am, let's go 34 because Walter Payton. But
34. You're 34.
Sweetness forever, baby. Yeah, so I ended up having to get a septoplasty, which everybody's like, you're getting a nose job? Why? Your nose is perfect. I'm like, no shit, dude. I wake up every day looking at this face. I'm happy with it. I don't want to change it. And she was like, we're not going to change it at all. So it was a pretty intense surgery that was akin to a nose job. And I had to skate with a plastic shield on my face for a long time. And it was really hard for me mentally to like take the same kind of hits that I'm used to taking because I was like, fuck, I don't want to break my nose again. So who knows? I mean, then again, I don't get paid millions of dollars a year. I would have had no problem getting back on the track if I got paid, millions of dollars a year like the WWE superstars. Some of them do, you know? So, I mean, there probably will be a mental block, but I can't imagine it's going to be for very long because, I mean, and now I take hits to the face all the time. I dish them out more than I take them, unfortunately, but, whatever. And now I don't even think about it. Me and my nose job.
As long as that's the only thing you're taking to the face, that's all that matters.
Oh,
That's really
God.
all that matters.
Well,
But
you know, I do. I am Val Venus. I mean Val Capone.
I love it, Val. Well,
Wow.
that closes out a pretty mediocre version of Monday nights. Raw is piss. And we're gonna transition this into
We're gonna take it all the way down to Louisville, Kentucky.
you're gonna talk
for
about
sure.
little smack us down. Take it away, Val.
We're gonna lay the smacketh down this past Tuesday night. Hi, Yippee, you're good. My dog is getting pissed and I'm not paying attention to her. Kind of like you didn't pay much attention to Raw because it was boring. So it started out with Miz TV welcoming himself back to his old home, old home. And I thought he had a very nice blue pocket square and he had his beautiful Miz microphone that was blue now, very nice touches. And he basically was just slaying Daniel Bryan on mic. It was a really long promo. I was kind of wondering if somebody was late and missed a flight. So they were trying to eat up time because it was extensive. And he kept bringing up Birdie and how Monroe Sky has changed Miz and how now that he has a daughter, he just feels so differently. And you must not have a good relationship with Birdie like I have with Monroe. And it was just surreal. And he asked Daniel Bryan to come out and punch him in the face instead of just threatening him online. Be a man and look this father to father and all that kind of bullshit. And so it's really quiet for a really long time. Also very awkward. And who comes out? Everybody's favorite to himself, probably only to himself. Big Cass. It's nobody's favorite. Let's be honest. He starts bitching about nobody cared about me, and this is why I hate Daniel Bryan. I was on the shelf for an ACL for 7 months, and the same day he was cleared, so was Daniel Bryan. So, basically he's super fucking bitter. and he talks about how he used to be small and then he grew up to be 7 feet tall, and so suddenly he's magical, right? And he's like upset that he lives in an ordinary little man's shadow. And it's like, just shut up, dude. Quit your bitching. You weren't that fantastic with Enzo. Like, you needed a creepy asshole to make you look even remotely decent. I mean, you know, come on. And Miz is a Grand Slam winner. He's like a first ballot Hall of Famer. He brings up Marine 6 because that's what I would bring up. And, you know, and then basically Daniel Bryan gets called a garbage man and somebody that should be laying tile in a kitchen. It's just, it was pretty intense. It was also kind of rude to people that work really hard for a living. You know what I mean? You know, and basically he was just saying, you're never going to achieve your dreams. And he talks about getting beaten up and dishing out beatings, talks about bingo halls, of course, while he was in bingo halls and touring Europe and Japan. You know, he had to do that to get his name in the WWE, but no, Big Cass didn't have to. Basically, it went on and on and on, which is what I'm doing. So sure thing, bro. Bitter Cass is what I'm going to call him. Not Big Cass, but Bitter Cass. Tosses the mic and sulks out. Although it was a money promo, don't get me wrong. It was just a really long segment. So then, you know, they cut to like Asuka and Becky strutting in the back and smiling, which I like Asuka with Charlotte and Becky, I do, but I don't want to see Asuka smiling. I want to see her like maniacally smiling, like she might eat your face and turn into Kana the clown, you know? But basically Beck stops Kana and Asuka, and Daniel Bryan's writhing and crying on the ground with all these officials around him trying to protect him. So, yeah, I mean, so we get to the Iconics and their jackal cackle, as I like to call it, where they just crack themselves up about themselves being on the Titantron and, oh, I love you. No, it loves you more. No, it loves you. Oh, no, it loves us. And then they do another fabulous impersonation. This time it's Becky Lynch. And if there wasn't a "that's racist" sound effect, there definitely should be for the promo, the impersonation that Peyton Royce was doing. She started talking about, oh, I love my Lucky Charms and I love lots of dancing, yes. You know, and I was just like, holy fuck. And then they call Asuka, that's racist. And then they call Asuka a nosy Nancy and did some whack ass math that declared not only themselves better than Asuka, but also called her the Empress of Yesterday because science. And I was like, okay, I can get behind that. So yeah, the tag team match, the Iconics did defeat Asuka and Becky Lynch. And basically, but the best part of the match, I thought personally, was when Billie Kay was approaching and then Asuka turned around and started to walk towards her, and she just threw her hands up in the air, threw herself on the mat, and got out of the ring. And it was like she was essentially tossed out of the ring by Asuka's aura, which I thought was excellent. But yeah, Becky goes to take it on the both of them, and next thing you know, she gets tossed into the ropes by Peyton. It was just gnarly. She got pinned. Becky Lynch got pinned by Peyton, with Peyton having her foot on the ropes. So Royce gets the win. Becky gets the pin. At least Asuka didn't get pinned because they're already making her look weak enough since she lost the streak. Then we cut to Renee in the back talking about Daniel Bryan, which turned then into an AJ Styles promo, calling Shinsuke the con artist, and, you know, setting up a 6-man tag match later. They went to a really rad promo package. I think it's probably the best that Andrade Almas has ever looked. Was that they showed all the clips of him kicking ass. And of course, featuring Zelina, who, now I know I got some shit from people because I was like, is she even a wrestler? No, she is a wrestler. I know that. She's held a few women's titles, but she's not wrestling in WWE, really. She's just his business manager, is what she calls herself, not even his manager. So this is where I get confused by Zelina. Like, what are they going to do with her? Is she going to start wrestling? I know she had that one match against Candice LeRae, but homegirl LeRae won, of course. So we go to the day one Uce with Naomi, you know, and Naomi's in the locker room saying, don't go out there, and like playing the nervous housewife, you know, and saying that I looked into their eyes and I saw nothing. And it was, you know, it was genuine and cute and whatever. So Naomi's trying to convince the Uce to not go out against them. But instead the Bludgies take on the the horror movies come to life, as they were called, approach, and Rowan versus Jimmy Uso happens, and like in the middle of it, Naomi's entrance hits, and I get that she's trying to do a distraction, but she did her whole entire entrance. So all of a sudden, the Ren Fair brothers, like, they're hypnotized by the glow, and it's
we know what the Bludgeon Brothers' weakness is twerking.
The glow,
big old
twerking. It's amazing.
Hypnotized me. So.
Oh yeah, girl's got it.
Yeah,
I hope she doesn't blow her knees out sliding down the ramp. But
yeah, that too, or blow it out by twerking. But hey, anywho.
But it was just so weird that, like, it was like a distraction to the extreme. Like, they were hypnotized, like, sloth love chunk, you know. I mean, it was just like out of nowhere. And so that's how the Uso defeated Jimmy Walking defeated Rowan, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is their first ever loss. The Bludgeon Brothers haven't lost. I could be wrong. I'll look it up.
Ass.
Yeah, it's amazing. But all right, so then we come.
Make it slap. Talk to me now.
Okay. So then we get to.
I love that Pat is not reacting to any of us right now.
I'm high. I'm sorry.
So we get to the segment of the evening, which of course is always my favorite whenever Charlotte's involved. And it's Carmella and Charlotte Flair have their Backlash contract signing, because Charlotte is, hitting up her rematch clause. She's instating her rematch clause or whatever. And Renee's there, and she's trying to get this to be a legit thing. But Carmella instead starts going off about, none of you stood up for me as you should have. I'm the new queen. You know, I'm the champ of SmackDown. Cleopatra, as she calls her belt. And so she plays the promo that she played last week, which I thought was rather interesting. And then she goes, oh, no, you didn't cheer correctly. We're going to play it again. So they literally go back into it. And very, very, very large, I wrote, thank you, Charlotte, in my notes, underlined all the way across the page. Because Charlotte just said, fuck this, and interrupted it, and it kicks into her beautiful music. And basically, Charlotte just ignored Carmella the entire time. And Renee kept saying, please be a champion. Sit down and be a champion. Renee looked like she might have peed herself on accident or something, just looking so uncomfortable, like she just peed herself. And essentially, Charlotte just looked like she was going to stab her with the pen that she signed the contract with, and sat there looking at her nails and just didn't even do anything, didn't even say anything. And next thing you know, guess what happens? There's a big old table in Carmella's face. It was fucking beautiful. Charlotte just got sick of her gloating and bullshit. And you know what? When I hear Carmella's screeching voice, I want to slam her face first into a marble table and then dump it on top of her too. So I'm just glad that Charlotte recognizes what's good and true in the world. So there you go. We have a match at Backlash for the SmackDown Live women's title. Hopefully my homegirl Charlotte will regain that title, and she will be a 6-time women's champ, which is only 10 less than her famous father. Men's champ, anyway, for him. Yeah, by the way, can I just say that they upgraded some assholes that eat Little Caesars to the front row? Some garbage eaters got a front row upgrade. Fuck that. Okay.
Where's the salad section then?
That's what I'm saying. Where am I? Where do I sit?
Where do the vegetarians and the vegans get? Where's our section?
The salad section.
where?
I kind of thought that as I was saying it, but I wasn't going to go there. So thank you, Pat, for going there.
I don't want to go to the Oos Penitentiary salad section either, and I'm a plant-based diet. All right, me and you, Danielle, we will sit in the imperfect produce organic kale section. Yes. Is where we will sit.
Yes, because where's that shit, man? I feel like they're being prejudiced against us. Okay,
so garbage eaters are in the front row to watch Shelton versus Jeff Hardy, or so they thought, because then Hardy's doing his like twitchy, weird, like jocking out shit. I don't know. I can't even handle his dance. I'm like, dude, it's 2018. Come on, bro. Randy Orton. I'm sorry, Patrick. Clandy Orton.
Thank you.
comes out, and I forget which commentator said, the Viper never forgets, because Hardy interrupted Orton versus Shelton, and that's how, last week went. And then I want to say Corey said, he's a Viper, not an elephant, Saxton. It was like just the dumbest fucking thing, but it made me so proud. Yeah. So Sunil Singh comes in, interrupts shit, tries to take him out at the knee, just rebuilding this feud that I just don't give a fuck about with Randy and Jinder, even though I loved it initially at Backlash last year, i.e. look at my stupid reactions. I look like a boner. So Shelton ended up getting the pin. Yeah, I did. I totally did. So Shelton Benjamin
I didn't mean it like that.
Randy
I'm sorry.
What a boner.
Total boner. I mean, you were probably just giggling that I said boner, let's be honest. But yeah, so the masked wrestler. So the masked wrestler wasn't the old man that owns the amusement park on Scooby-Doo. It was actually Sunil Singh. That's who interrupted. Then they cut to the New Day bar promo, where the bar mentioned regaining the Raw Tag Team Champs. And it was just surreal. But the New Day, of course, were brilliant as always. And they were talking, get the hell out of here. Get with that. Get out. And then Big E goes, like the movie. I just thought it was brilliant. AJ and the club. That's 3 Sweet on, in the locker room. I was kind of waiting for them to make out, but that didn't happen. That's okay. And then we got a Sanity video touting Chaos arrives, but no arrival of Nikki Cross yet, which is still disappointing. Then we see Daniel Bryan with an ice pack being interviewed by Renee. They finally mentioned Paige, which, where are you? You're the brand new commissioner to SmackDown. Where are you? Oh, wait, she's in the UK visiting her family. Cool. So, yeah, whatever. But Daniel Bryan, he says he's been through way, way worse than what happened to him tonight. And I'm not going to lie. I have actually said this to a gentleman that I dated that was 5'3". I said, don't worry, because he was like, does my height bother you? And Daniel Bryan used my line that I used many years ago and said, everyone's the same size. I said, when they're laying down. But he said, when they're tapped out, when they're
that, I'm gonna use that. I don't know when. Sorry, Simon. I'm going to use that, I guess, on you at some point, just to...
No, but wait, if a guy is laying down, their size is still vertical difference.
Okay, sorry, Val. Go ahead. Continue.
I don't know. It worked for as... Hey, look, it worked for as long as I needed it to work. Let's just say that. So, everyone's the same size when they're tapping out on the mat. And I was like, you go, DB. I've said that too. Anyway. So Samoa Joe video promo, fucking killer. I absolutely am so stoked about Samoa Joe being on SmackDown. I
want to know what's going on in the bedroom that's making dudes tap out.
Well, don't worry about that, brother.
Figure 8?
Figure 8. Oh my God. All right, go on. I'm sorry. So go on.
Whatever. No comments.
I quit.
So Samoa Joe video promo, killer, just shit talking Roman. He's gonna kill people. I believe that. Do you believe that? I believe that. So then we have the Bullet Club with AJ Styles. Oh, according to my notes, there is a heart eye emoji smiley face that I wrote next to it because I'm really excited about Bullet Club and AJ Styles reuniting. More so than I was about Finn and Bullet Club, because Carl Anderson, Anderson and Gallows were with AJ Styles much longer, so I was really stoked about this. And I like this little weird heel faction. I don't know. At first, I was keen on Rusev Day, which is what they're calling the tag team of Aiden English and Rusev, and Shinsuke Nakamura. At first, I was like, it's weird. But I really kind of dig it, since Shinsuke is obviously very heel, so much so that they changed his entrance music.
What do you guys think? What do you think?
Love
Perfect.
it.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
Perfect. And I want look. I'm all for Shinsuke Nakamura doing everything that he does.
Agreed.
But see, I think I was listening to this from I don't know, because I'm a music guy. You know the reason they did this entrance is to stop the neck beards and everyone doing that. Whoa! You can't sing along to it now. because you got
Right.
like they got that going
Wait,
on. That's
is that
really
racist?
racist.
That's so
sorry.
racist. Racist.
I'm
You're
God.
so
racist.
sorry. I'm so
No, she
sorry,
said that's
but-
so Raven. She said that's so Raven because you miss ECW. That's so
Yeah,
Raven.
So yeah, like I said, I love Nakamura's new music. It prevents the crowd from doing a sing along, and he's so much of a great heel that even his theme music speaks no English now. That's perfect.
Right. Which I love. Here's the thing. I'm very torn on this new entrance music. For all the reasons you said, Patrick, high five forever, holla, holla, holla at your boy Teddy Long, holla, holla. But
Mhm.
of all the fucking people that need a new song, they're going to change like legit the greatest, most emotional, beautiful. And that's what's so great about it. That's what makes it so heel. But then they give fucking Dolph Ziggler the record scratch after. Oh, God.
Wait, hashtag fuck Dolph Ziggler.
Danielle, you
Hashtag,
drunk?
okay. Hashtag it's too athletic. Man, we didn't even get to 205 Live yet, girl. No, hang in there. Drink some water.
I got, you
Drink
know
some
what?
water.
This cheap ass shit fucked me up, guys.
All right.
That's
Well,
crazy. Well,
don't.
fuck Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah,
we're not gonna because apparently it's too athletic. So
Oh,
I
oh.
the last I'm gonna say about what was that? The last I'm gonna say about Shinsuke's entrance music is I will not be downloading his new one, even though I love it because I resist the hate. But the match was pretty solid, I thought, for the most part. There was like lots of kicking. I don't know. I thought AJ Styles did a really beautiful Pele kick, which I've been really pissed off about his flat earther status lately. So like that really made up for it. You know, I
Hey
feel like
man,
it almost.
there's some like interesting facts about the flat Earth conspiracy.
Dude, I can't see the curves, but I could see him Pele kick. So
There's-
he Pele kicked, and it was gorgeous.
Different conversations, different podcasts. We can talk about flat Earth conspiracy.
Schedule for
I
one
can't see I can't see the Earth. I can't see the Earth. I'm just on it, you know. But anyway, so Gallows looked awesome. I thought he was just like shredding the shit out of English until he got Kinshasa'd like a motherfucker from knock, I believe, in the back of the head. Which, oof, that's not where I want to get hit. So Nakamura took the win, which I thought was cool. AJ goes and freaks out, and another Kinshasa from Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
And you know, but it was almost. But instead, Carl Anderson took a bullet for AJ and took the hit. You know, but also, did Shinsuke Nakamura get extensions? What's up, y'all?
I don't know.
I didn't.
Pay attention that closely, but he could have, and I would still think he's a fabulous queen, no matter what.
You know what? Danielle's drunk.
Excuse me?
Like,
what?
Yeah, look, I'll put it like this. Look, at this point, Nakamura could be not only the top heel on SmackDown, which he clearly is, but I think he could be the top heel of like the whole company, because we all know that WWE is not going to turn Roman Reigns heel at any point. So congratulations, Nakamura. You are the greatest heel in WWE at the moment.
Clap, clap, clap.
And that was SmackDown Live. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I thought it was.
Clap.
I thought it was a good show. Carmella bled via Charlotte's table. I loved it.
So guys, we got,
all right. Well,
we got a big Arabian pay-per-view to talk about, but before then, Pat, what was the one big thing that happened on 205 Live?
Kalisto beat a whole bunch of people. But Mustafa Ali didn't win, so who gives a shit? Next, NXT.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
What happens from him winning the gauntlet match? Does it make him like a number one contender or something?
You know what it makes him? Fuck you.
It makes him. Whoa, shit!
It keeps him from deportation.
Oh, damn.
Although, hold up, he's from Chicago. Kalisto is from Chicago, so I got to give him some love there.
He is from here, so I guess it's not.
But here's the thing, like, I just really Mustafa needs to win. Done. Move on. How about WWE NXT?
All right,
Undisputed Era second.
We're gonna like rapid fire this. Okay, Undisputed Era came out. Adam Cole.
What they say?
Oh, they were just talking about how they're the best. And I agree.
Baby!
What Adam Cole say? What Adam Cole say?
Adam Cole said a whole bunch of things
What
that
Bobby
were
Fish say?
amazing.
What Bobby Fish say?
They all said amazing things.
What
So,
Bobby say?
Adam Cole called
Baby!
out Oni Lorcan. Well, actually, I don't know who challenged who, but anyways, Adam Cole said, "Come out, I'll beat your ass," and he fucking did.
What did he do? What did he do?
He retained
What
the
did he retain?
NXT North American Championship.
Oh my God, that's
Bam,
like
bam,
Canada, Mexico and the United States.
Oh my God, it was amazing,
What's-
and they followed it up with another amazing match between Heavy Machinery, and they defeated Riddick.
That's a fat dude and a tall dude, right?
Yeah,
Fat dude and the tall
and
dude.
and they defeated Riddick Moss and Tino Sabatelli.
Yo, that's the other like tall guy and the Italian guy, right?
Yeah, and
what
then
the Italian guy do?
and then
Sabatelli, Mandy Rose.
decided to not tag in and leave his tag team partner to get pinned. So
Man, who won?
Heavy Machinery won that shit, and then they called out War Machine or what is
Redacted. That's not their name anymore.
What-
Redacted.
War Raiders
War
come out and
Raiders.
play. That's what they
Fucking-
did.
fucking stupid ass name with War Raiders. But anyways,
Oh my gosh.
after that, there was supposed to be a match between Aleister Black and Johnny Wrestling, but Tommaso's bitch ass had to ruin it
Yeah.
all and destroy
motherfuckers.
Gargano.
What did he do?
He whooped his ass to the point where
Everything.
he had to put him in the. They had to put him in the neck brace, and they like
Wow.
carted him out into an ambulance.
Damn, is he all right?
While he wore a shirt, did he not?
He did.
Did he
have
not
Johnny
wear a
Wrestling.
shirt?
And it said
Bro, that's
Johnny
what I'm talking
Wrestling
about.
on it.
That shit's cold.
So he wasn't
And-
top.
Yeah,
And then Aleister Black walked
no,
his ass
he cut
into
the
the
sleeves
ring.
off.
He grabbed the mic, called out Tommaso Ciampa, and who comes out but Eric Young and the rest of
Oh,
Sanity.
sorry, my dog found a school.
Oh no, Val and her puppy has been.
I'm hoping he squeeze. Yeah, I hope he squeezes the toy.
Well, to finish out
Man, I thought
NXT,
that
since
was-
we're on
Pat, hold on, Danielle. Pat, I thought that was you squeezing on something. You know what I'm saying? Oops.
Hey,
Oof.
hey.
I'm
know
trying
how
to
I
get
do,
through
dude.
this rapid fire
All right, what happened
NXT.
next?
Okay.
What Aleister Black do?
Oh, he called
Nope.
out Tommaso
That's
Ciampa, and
Ciampa
Eric Young
rhymes with
came
Ciampa.
out with the rest of Sanity, even though they already have been recruited to.
Where's Nikki
SmackDown
Cross?
Live.
Where the fuck is Nikki Cross?
Wait, they was on They're on SmackDown. They came to NXT. That's pure chaos. Come on.
It was insane,
That's
but
pure
it
chaos.
was actually a pretty amazing match. Aleister
What is
Black,
going
of
on?
course, defeated Eric Young because we know he's going off to SmackDown. Hey, but there was a Nikki Cross little promo I'm missing somewhere within that.
Nikki
She
Cross.
was just laughing a lot.
Yeah, but they were
Wait,
promoting her
wait,
for
Shayna
something. And Shayna
Baszler-
Baszler had a little promo too.
She fight? Did she fought?
No, they were just promoting her.
She just. Hey, by the way, real quick, guys, doesn't Shayna Baszler need to just join the Undisputed Era?
I
No.
just want Undisputed Era to annihilate everybody on the NXT roster. Okay,
I want Shayna Baszler to annihilate the Undisputed Era.
Ooh.
Oh, Val, we are at odds.
Okay,
And for the first time ever. Boo, 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 boo.
What are we gonna do?
so guys,
I don't know who you are anymore.
We have to drink it out, okay?
so Danielle, how was NXT?
Okay,
What did you
all
like?
right, that's fine. I'll drink water.
Danielle, did you like NXT?
I always love NXT. Even on a shitty night, it's better than Raw. Okay, so
Woof.
anytime Morrow is commentating, it's gonna be a good night.
Okay.
So yes.
So Danielle, you know what time it is?
Oh. Time to go. Oh, no, that's racist.
wow.
Hold on, guys. Give respect
Wow.
to the kingdom. Hold on.
Oh my god. My dog is growling. My dog is growling.
Yes.
So this means, guys, we are mere hours away from the greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh my god, I can't even handle it. My dog is freaking out right now because of that music.
First, we have WWE
Oh
Cruiserweight.
my god, can we not? Can we not?
Cedric
Can we not?
Alexander, the black man, against
Oh my
the Mexican man Kalisto.
Okay, To clarify, Simon is Middle Eastern.
I can say this, okay? Next, we
Oh my
have-
gosh, no.
Next, we have Intercontinental Championship. This is every continent, including Saudi Arabia is its own continent, okay?
Oh my god.
Seth Rollins is champion versus Jamiz versus Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe.
What is this graphic of this dude that you have down at the bottom?
Next, we have
Like-
SmackDown
Oh my
Tag
God.
Team Bulge Brother versus Uso. They will fight. Next, Raw Tag Team Champion Woken Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, Bar. All guys, big muscle man. Next, United
God.
States Championship. I don't care about this one, but it's Jeff Hardy versus the Maharaja Jinder Mahal. Next,
What?
the WWE Championship.
Danielle,
AJ
smack him.
Styles and a
With the
name I
bottle.
cannot pronounce because we do not have these letters in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Next, John
Danielle.
Cena versus Triple H,
Patrick,
the King of Kings, but not
my
the
dog is
king-
running away, you guys.
but
My
not the
dog is
King of
ran
Saudi
away.
Arabia, so he cannot use the name King of Kings in this show. Next, casket match: Undertaker versus Rusev. Very good match. Very good match. Universal Championship: Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Beautiful, tall, sweaty, hairy man. And then
Oh my God.
50 of Vince
Patrick, don't
McMahon's
die.
sweatiest, hairiest man. The 50-man greatest Royal Rumble match. Who will win this match and become declared the Prince of Saudi Arabia?
Oh my god.
I
have
Why
to
is this
say-
happening? Mojo
Okay.
Raleigh.
Fuck.
Mojo Raleigh.
I have to
Mojo Rawley.
stamp this that this is. I've loved every episode, you guys, but this, the fact that Simon is embracing his people, I am so happy.
Oh my god, no. What is going
Real
on?
quick, rapid
What is
fire.
happening?
I'm going to
Mojo
go
Rawley.
around the room. Cruiserweight Championship. Danielle, who's going to win?
Wait, I have to scroll up. Hold
Just
on.
tell me who's going to win.
Cedric Alexander.
Okay, I don't want to know why. Just say Pat, who's going to win?
Alexander.
Val?
Mustafa Ali.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, maybe he'll be
I like
right.
that everybody was stunned to silence. They're like, did she just say that?
Yeah,
I literally
I'm not gonna
read.
question it.
I read the notes again. I'm like, wait, I don't see it written.
I think Cedric will retain as well. That'll be good. It's probably going to be on a pre-show and.
Don't we want to have Kalisto be the 2-time cruiserweight champion? Don't we want to live in that world, guys?
Oh, that
on,
would be
guys.
nice. You're right.
Hey, maybe Enzo will come
Second
back.
city, second championship. What do you say? What do you say? Fuck you! Don't ever say that again.
Intercontinental
Oh, wow.
Championship ladder match. Seth Rollins
Much
versus,
better.
Miz versus Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. Who's gonna win, guys? Danielle?
Who's gonna win, or who do I want
Who do
to
you
win?
want? Who do you think will win?
I think Seth Rollins. I want Samoa Joe.
All right, Pat.
Samoa Joe's gonna win it.
Is that what you want to happen?
You think or want or both?
No, that's
Give me
what's
both.
gonna happen. Samoa Joe's gonna win. And then he will drop it to Roman Reigns, and
Oh,
that's how
excellent.
we'll go back to Raw.
Val, who do you think will win, and who do you want to win?
I want the Miz to win because I like him as the IC champ. He brings the prestige, and I think that Finn Balor will not win.
I
Yeah.
I think, man, I think and want Samoa Joe. I think.
Yeah.
SmackDown Tag Team Championship: Bulge Brothers versus Usos. Danielle.
Uh,
Uh,
Usos.
Usos.
Yeah, I want them to get it, and
So you
think
want-
they should get it.
Pat, who do you
whoa,
think?
whoa! Are we talking about the Uso Penitentiary? What do you want them to get?
Oh, I want them to get everything.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, wow.
whoa!
I'm for
Whoa,
all
whoa.
of the above if the Usos are involved.
that's a
Uso.
wild pin.
Pat.
I think the Bludgeon Brothers are going to win. Holy shit, I said it correctly. I must be
Who
super
are
high.
you? Are so high.
Yeah, the
is that who
Bludgeon
you'd like to
Brothers
win
will
the
win.
bout?
Man,
Is that who you want?
I
to
think
win?
I think they would. No, yeah, that's what I want to win. Yeah,
Okay,
I
Val.
do.
I want neither to win because fuck this match.
Oh, so this is
Okay.
well. You got to take a piss sometime, right?
Yeah, man.
It's only 6 hours long,
I
so
hope
you might as well.
I hope.
I mean, I'm gonna be watching it while I work at Wrigley. Not while I work at Wrigley. I'm gonna watch it later. Awkward.
Yeah, you can't say that.
So
I'm telling you, both.
no, I will be
I'll
watching
edit
it
that out.
on the network at a later time. After I'm done in-ring announcing it, a one and only freelance underground wrestling. Ooh.
Yep. Friday.
I think.
All
And
you
Saturday,
neckbeards, stay in line.
dude, I'm super stoked because in the future we will be having our first guest. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? I'm gonna say that. I don't give a fuck.
Who you got?
We'll be having our first guest. We're just working on some schedules, y'all. So like, calm your tits. But Pat Monix, I love that guy. He is wrestling for Kaiju Attack Wrestling Saturday night in Chicago. I want to say it's Pat Monix and the Book of Torment is the name of the show. And it's at the Den Theater. Oh God, I fucking love Kaiju Attack. It's so much fun. They have like serious good wrestling, and then they also have just like ridiculous fun comedy wrestling of crazy monsters and Gumby and robots and chickens wrestling. It's fucking surreal. But it's a really good
who doesn't
time.
like chicken? I was going to say
Yeah,
Gumby,
man.
but then you said chicken, and that enticed me. Holy shit!
Yeah, but like
That's racist.
a
I'm sorry.
wrestling
Never mind. Keep going.
Gumby? Okay. Oh my God, you're high as shit. But yeah, Kaiju Attack Wrestling is Saturday, and our future first guest, not from New Japan, but Pat Monix will be on probably in the month of May. Let's put it that way. We're trying to work on scheduling, but yeah, I'm super stoked for Pat Monix, Project Monix, like a motherfucker. Anyway, back
Me
to this
too. I've been watching
bullshit,
a lot of footage.
not
Yeah.
pay-per-view. That starts at noon tomorrow. Tomorrow at noon.
So I think
Friday at noon.
I think and hope the Bulge brothers retain, because I hate when they play hot potato with any title, and I want them to keep it for a little bit and give the title some meaning.
I think Pat Monix is going to win the title.
Me too.
He's going to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Let's do a
Round
GoFundMe to get him to Saudi Arabia in 12 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we could do it.
And
We have
he
the
might be
power.
like right now.
I don't
I
even
think he's already there.
Hey, wait. Hey, hold on. Hey, Google, what time is it in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia?
The time in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia is 7:31 a.m.
Yeah,
That's
he ain't
fucked
gonna
up.
make it.
Oh, he has
yeah.
no time. Yeah, he has no time.
Yeah, he's not gonna
That's
get
fucked
there.
up. We
Well,
should have
hey,
thought
he
about
might
this. We
be
should
there already.
You know what though, dudes?
He might
We
be in
should
the
have done this
Greatest
at the
Royal Rumble.
start. We should have set up a GoFundMe at the start of the show. Pat Monix by the end of the show would have been in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean,
he might be in the
I
Greatest
asked,
Royal
I
Rumble.
asked
You know what?
I
Let's
asked
start
Billy
a Twitter
Kay
thing
and
right
Peyton
now.
Royce. I asked Billy Kay and Peyton Royce about their science and their math, and they said if we would have started a GoFundMe for Pat Monix, he would have been in Saudi Arabia already. It is science. That's what the Iconics told me. They have two eyes. They know how to spell. They must know science.
The Raw Tag Team Championship does not have an owner or owners right now. Woken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, the leaders of worlds, are going to face the former Tag Team Championships, The Bar, which are now on SmackDown. So unless they're planning on having a storyline where they steal the belts and go to SmackDown, and then there's some
And keep them till
conflict-
Backlash.
and keep it till
Keep it
Backlash,
till
that would
Backlash.
be really clever and fun. Most likely the freaks are going to win, which will be fun.
Says you.
I love Matt Hardy. United States Championship. New champion Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal. I mean, I know India
Hashtag
Saudi
and
Arabia,
still.
I know India and Saudi Arabia are different, but I think they've got to let Jinder Mahal take the belt back, right? At this show.
I think hashtag and still.
Okay, good. I like Jeff Hardy. He's
Yeah, I
Yep, I
feel
think
like
Hardy's
Jeff's
gonna
gonna
keep
keep
it.
it too.
good. WWE Championship. Repeat of WrestleMania, except now Shinsuke is a established heel. I hope he
Nakamura.
gets so many low blows. It's
Why
really-
doesn't AJ just buy a fucking cup?
Wait, okay, so they have to make it a no DQ kind of thing, right?
I mean, it's not announced.
Because they should, and I just think Nakamura should take it.
Nakamura.
I don't think it's time yet. I think AJ keeps it.
I think they can milk this feud. I'd watch this feud for months.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that AJ is going to keep it, but I want Shinsuke to get that belt damn soon. Or maybe just wait until I'm in the audience, Shinsuke to win it. Cool. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Well,
Get a fucking
Shinsuke
cup,
should
AJ.
win it in like a fucking shitty way. Like he's got to win it with like distractions and
yeah.
and a low blow. Like make it such a bitchy win, like that it'll build up to a SummerSlam or
That's
SummerSlam or some
SummerSlam.
shit.
Mommy, can I watch SummerSlam?
Oh my god.
John Cena versus Triple H. This one is just for the Saudi Arabia audience. They just want to, give them that star power.
Oh my god! Shoot me in the face.
Okay? Triple H can win every single match in my life. Okay.
Hey, once again, everyone's got to piss sometime, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
man. You know what? No, here's the thing. I'm going to be driving to Freelance Underground to be their in-ring announcer. So I will be too busy doing actual wrestling stuff that I'm interested in to watch this match.
Shame.
Yeah.
Truth.
Shame.
Truth.
Shame.
Our truth.
And
Our
Triple
truth.
H
Our
is-
truth.
Casket.
And Triple H,
Go ahead. Pat.
no, Triple H is gonna win. You can't. You call yourself the king of kings. You have to look good in front of real kings. So
Yeah.
obviously, Triple H is gonna win.
Well, and he beat Jinder Mahal, or he beat the hell out of Jinder Mahal in India, and the crowd
Yeah.
loved it. So yeah,
Because Triple H, I'm sorry,
Who
y'all
gives
can
a
hate
fuck
me,
about
but
your home country. Who
Triple
bury
H
you?
is the
Fuck it.
fucking best person in the world. Okay.
I'm more into my dog. You know, I don't care.
Paul
I like my
Levesque,
don't
he's
care.
alright.
I like my kitty cat.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have a casket match.
Are you gonna have a kitty casket match?
Oh
Kitty cat
no, we
skip
can't.
match?
That's terrible. My
Undertaker-
babies.
Undertaker versus Rusev. I mean Chris Jericho. I mean Rusev. Let's see what
Lana.
happens.
Oh,
Lana.
no.
I'm voting for
We will
Lana.
not have a.
Can
we
I
will not
have
have
Lana
a
win?
casket match.
What? No. They would wrestle inside a casket. No, I don't want. They have 9 lives. They're fine. They have 9 lives.
Rusev's big, beautiful, beefy body even fit in the casket?
Big, beautiful, beefy. I
Well,
love that.
Here's the thing. We're gonna
It's
see
not
how
gonna
wide
happen.
this casket is. Is it a double wide? Is it a Heath Slater
God.
casket?
You know what? It's not gonna happen.
Can Rhino-
Rusev will
Can
win
Rhino
this
fit in
match.
it? Can Rhino fit?
Hell no. The-
Pat can
Hell no.
Rhino fit?
Can Rhino's
No.
beard fit? I mean,
Oh my
and
God.
I,
No,
I am
that
not
fat
dogging
ass,
on people
hell
of
no.
size. No. Don't call him a fat ass. He is a badass. He will destroy all of us. His beard is what I'm
Yeah,
upset
and-
about. I just got to be honest.
He's gonna
Yeah,
be. You're gonna
subtract
open the
the B.
casket. They're gonna open the casket to end the match, and Rhino's gonna be in there with crackers and cheese.
He's gonna
And
be
cheese
eating
whiz.
the casket.
Oh my God, that might be the sexiest thing I've ever heard.
What,
That might
him
be the
eating
sexiest thing
casket?
I've ever heard. No, him popping out of the casket with cheese whiz and like vegan crackers. Oh my God, like vegan cheese whiz.
See?
Is that a thing? Let's make it a thing.
See?
Fucking Saudi Arabia,
I think it
make
is.
it a thing.
I think it is.
Okay,
But
pal,
anyway,
trademark that
Rusev-
shit, okay?
Rusev,
Okay.
yes, Rusev is winning this match. I'm
Yes.
going out and saying it. Rusev will defeat the Undertaker.
Oh,
Jericho's
I forgot
gonna
I had
interfere.
that.
Shock.
I forgot I had to.
You gotta
Chris,
have one shot there.
I hope Rusev wins because I'm fucking over the Undertaker. Shame, I know, shame on me for saying that,
No,
but
No.
No, he
Fucking-
died last
he
year.
just should have. This whole thing is bullshit, and the whole Chris Jericho shenanigans. Okay. My
I think
prediction-
Jericho's gonna win.
I
I
hope.
think Jericho's gonna fuck with it.
Oh, Val, could you imagine? I would be in heaven if Jericho comes out with his fucking list and his beautiful scarf and interrupts the match and just destroys them both.
That's crazy.
So Brock
'cause I had him
Lesnar
winning
versus
this
Roman
already.
Reigns for the Universal Championship. I think Brock Lesnar retains.
Everyone thinks Reigns is gonna win, but they have to make Lesnar win, right?
Yeah, I think they have to.
Well,
He gets like
that's
$176,000 just for appearing. He's making way too much money for them not to have him win and to continue to have him wrestling. Maybe I'll wear my No Mercy shirt tomorrow to work. I think that's what I'll do because Brock Lesnar is looking at me right now for my stack of clean laundry. It's a little creepy.
Yeah.
He might destroy me. I don't know, but I'm probably
mean,
gonna cut the sleeves off and wear it.
I feel like Roman Reigns is over everywhere else except the U.S. So
Are you
I-
sure about that?
I think Roman
No.
Reigns will take it, and then Backlash will be amazing because Samoa Joe is going to just whoop his ass. So
Did you guys hear the conspiracy before we wrap up? In the 50-man Royal Rumble, whatever, fucking Goldust is winning. I don't care. So did you guys hear? Yeah, man, fuck Goldie rules. Did you guys hear the rumor that they and And I say this because I get called a plant all the time by the neckbeards and on the message boards. And I'm not. I'm just a jock douchebag that fucking loves wrestling and doesn't mind being in credit card debt so that she can sit in the front row. Anyway, but did you hear that they supposedly planted like 6 to 10 people last Monday night, and they continue? I mean, I get featured every now and again on Raw because I sit, you know, in like decent camera seats, but like they kept showing the same crowd, like cutting to the angle over by where JoJo Offerman sits and where Creepy Greg sits when they do their intros. And it was like the same 6 to 10 people. And they started Roman Reigns chant. Did you guys see this?
No,
Patrick,
no.
look it up. Your boyfriend has a conspiracy theory. Go look it up.
I mean, I wouldn't. Be
I'm gonna have to
surprised.
look it up. I'm part of the puppy pound, so whatever the puppy pound, I told you I'm with it.
Patrick Puppy Pound.
Listen, guys.
Oh my God,
So,
Patrick Pryor in the Puppy Pound. It's perfect.
Oh my God, this is amazing. PPPP.
I might have to-
Hashtag.
yeah, I gotta make a
You gotta
shirt.
make a t-shirt. Pat's puppy pound.
Pound puppies. Pound puppies.
Puppy pound.
Wherever I go. Yeah. Patrick Pryor, Pound Puppy Perfection.
Pat, is the puppy pound other wrestlers or the audience?
I had a puppy pound.
I think it's,
I did.
think
I
it's
had
the
a- I had
audience.
pound
You know,
puppies.
No,
you know
you
how
had a
you got
pound-
like WWE universe.
That's the universe.
They like, you know how they got a WWE universe. They have a pup. Yeah, they got a pound puppy kennel. We're the kennel.
They have Pound Puppy Place. It's actually called
God,
Pound
they
Puppy
called
Place.
that.
Val, what would your faction be called?
Me? Capone's Mafia, motherfucker.
Danielle, what would your?
I
faction be?
forgot.
Because we're gonna make factions,
We're gonna
guys, and
make
we're gonna make
factions.
T-shirts for our factions.
I had,
Dude.
I have a clever
I-
one,
I-
but I can't.
I already got so many cronies. Like, you have no idea. I got cronies galore. Yeah, Capone's Mafia, for sure.
Okay.
Which hopefully some of them will come out, and including you guys. I really hope you guys come to make fun of me. I also hope I don't have to read off of cue cards because I got to work the Cubs game and then go to Freelance Underground. Oh my God, I'm so excited I get to in-ring announce. I'm so stoked.
It'll be fun. Get some
Super stoked.
good footage of that.
Yeah.
Guys, real quick. Seriously though,
Pound
who
Puppy
do you think
Place.
will win the greatest Royal Rumble match?
I think the cartoon dude that you have on there is saying,
Yeah.
who will win?
Who will
I
win?
think Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel.
I think actually I've been hearing that Chris Jericho would possibly win for the star power and to give him a little favor for all the back and forth about the casket match.
Yeah, I heard that too. But I
I
just, my first inclination is just to say Mojo Rawley, just because he's been all over WWE social media
He
and
is
he's
half-
been,
He is Arabic.
and so that might be a hometown hero kind of thing. Either that or he's going to finish towards the end. I don't know. Probably not. Because whenever I say something happens, the opposite happens. So who knows?
Could The
But-
Rock come out and win?
I don't think so. I think he's too busy right now with shit. He just had a baby. He just had a pebble. He just had his little pebbles.
Ah,
yeah.
He had his third daughter.
But
So,
wow. So Pat, what's the word?
The bird is the word.
What's the word? Hey, who's going to the penitentiary this week?
Pound puppies.
I,
Oh,
I
man, I didn't even think about
Magic Pryor's pound
Okay,
puppies.
guys.
No,
Listen,
no,
Tony,
no,
listen.
Puppy pounds.
Stop it. I think that the
No.
old Impact belts with the stickers on them need to go in the penitentiary.
Yeah.
Just hang on the walls.
By the
Knock
way,
'em up
did
for
I
good.
mention that hi Yippee? Did I mention that I went to see Zello Pro in Milwaukee and it was awesome? Turner Hall is such a good room to watch wrestling in if you ever get a chance to. And I got to see the belt collector in person. He had so
Yes,
many
that's
belts he
right.
could barely walk up the stairs. It was so great. And then I got to take a mark photo, like a bunch of my dudes, the wrestling talking randomness guys, and like the Chicago indie wrestling mafia guys that we all hang out, the Chicago crew. They were like, "Come in the ring with us, Val." And I was like, "What?" And next thing you know, I'm in the ring with like Austin Aries and 6 belts. But he actually
Yeah,
put the
you
belt on the line.
Picture.
Yeah, I was the tallest person in that picture. I'm like the only lady, and it's like this blonde ass whatever with fucking red lipstick, 2 heads above everybody else. It was so weird. But I was definitely taller than Austin Aries, which was also kind of a surprise. But he put his belt on the line, and I was just like, "Oh my God, is he gonna lose a belt?" Against Isaiah Velasquez and fuck, who else was in the match? Why am I spacing right now? I'm so sorry, I can't say. Oh, DJZ. I want to say DJZ. No, maybe I don't remember. But he put the Piss Pack belt on the line, and obviously he didn't lose it, which was funny because he lost at the very next light to Pentagon Jr. or Penta El Zero Miedo, or whatever he's calling himself now. Anyway, so I'm gonna go with Mojo Rawley because that's fucked up. So yeah, there you go. That's who's winning.
What do you think?
Did you just get put in the
okay.
pound?
Pat,
No.
who's gonna win the
What?
the Rumble match?
Who do I think is
Pat
gonna
doesn't
win?
even
I'm
know
high,
the
I'm
question
sorry.
right now.
Yeah, I'm high. I think Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
I think
he was
Rey
Rey
confirmed.
Mysterio.
Oh, he's
You want to
confirmed.
put him in the
Yeah.
pound? Wait, are you putting him in the pound or the
No.
oos?
No, he's winning the match.
No. I'm picking him
Okay.
for the Royal Rumble.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
putting the Impact belts.
I think I got a contact high.
Okay, so
Oh,
but
okay.
no.
Oh,
Danielle, who do you think's gonna
oh,
win
shit.
the Rumble match?
Oh, I'm with you on Chris Jericho. I think if he doesn't win it, he's gonna be like the last one.
What if
Well,
it's
yeah, of course he is, because
Nicholas?
he's gonna take a nap. Nicholas is not old enough to fly to Saudi Arabia. He's got school. Even though it's
They wouldn't
Friday
even
in
allow him
Saudi,
to
it's
wrestle.
still no.
He got that
Uh,
long hair. They probably think he's a girl.
Yeah.
So-
I don't want to go down that road.
They won't let him
road with what happened.
No, I
So-
wasn't saying yeah to that. I was saying yeah, he can't wrestle because he's got school. But I think that Chris Jericho will be towards the end because they want to keep his star power around, as y'all said. But also because he likes to take naps on the side of the ring and claim to be the 61-minute man. So
Wait, do
You know.
you think they're
That's
gonna
true.
bring an someone from the indie scene? Like, do
No,
you think
I
they'll
don't
bring
think
a New
they'll know-
Japan
I don't
No.
or
think
Ring
they'll
of Honor
know them.
guy?
They won't know them over there.
No.
I think they'll.
Hell
I
know
don't
them
think
all.
Saudi Arabia is familiar
They're gonna
enough
bring
with
in
that.
Great
Maybe I'm
Khali's
wrong.
nephew.
Guys.
Maybe
Oh,
those-
I did hear.
Great Khali, isn't it? Isn't he?
Spoiler alert. The original Davari is going to be in the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Like,
Oh
The
yeah.
one that was with
So
Muhammad
maybe
Hassan,
Muhammad
which is
Hassan?
crazy.
wow. Okay.
Maybe
Is Ahmed
I
Jo-
don't
is-
know.
There's a chance.
Hold up.
There's a chance. Ahmed
Is
Johnson.
Ahmed Johnson going to be in the Royal Rumble?
There's a
If
chance.
he's in the Royal
might-
Rumble, if he's in the Royal
He's-
Rumble, I'm taking my vote to Ahmed Johnson.
Me too.
Wait,
I
wait,
think Schedule
well-
for One Fall claims Ahmed Johnson
Wait,
as the
wait.
winner.
Could the Nation
No.
of Domination come out?
Can I put Farouk in the pen? Just 'cause.
Oh,
For
no,
Islamic
when
reasons?
Wait,
Johnson,
no, okay.
black.
if
he
you're
don't
gonna be
deserve to
yelling,
be in jail.
then Farouk can.
No, yeah, you're right. I actually don't even mind Farouk. I like him because I had my Nation of Domination action figures, and I used to have them beat up the NWO. It was so weird.
Oh man, see, look, Ahmed Johnson, if he was in the fucking Greatest Royal Rumble ever, the next person that comes out behind him has to come out in a forklift because they're gonna have to carry his fat ass back out whenever he gets thrown over the rope. So Ahmed got to be at least 450 pounds now. It's remarkable how out of shape and bad he looks. Like when you look at him, he
Are
just
you
looks
sure?
like he has
Have you read the
diabetes.
notes, Pat?
I think he still looks great.
I think he looks fantastic.
Oh,
Now I gotta open up the notes.
We need to
Oh my
open the
God.
notes and see what's
Oh, wow.
up.
oh
That's
wow!
crazy. I still don't know how he was even able to get in those shorts.
How did yeah? Ahmed Johnson. There it is again,
Look at his
right in my face.
thighs.
I know,
Look at
dude.
his
I'm
like
and the way his leg is bent, like you can't even see that he has a lower leg. It's just like there's a whole nother person coming out of the right side of his body.
It's a very fabulous pose, and it looks like he's grabbing barbed wire. with
Well, of
one
course he
hand.
is. Of course he is.
First
with his
of
bare
all,
hand.
He's
You know what?
so
Ahmed Johnson.
Why is it-
strong
why is his tank top ripped like that? Number one.
because he's
Because he
fat.
caught it on the
too
barbed wire.
I'm uploading this to Twitter so people know what the hell we're talking about.
Also,
More nipple,
is
damn
that
it.
like what is that fucking watch about? Like, is it one of those Casio watches but
Hey,
in gold?
watches
Like,
were
what is
good
going on
back
there?
then. Watches were the shit.
Yeah,
The
brother,
Rock
I
had
know.
one.
I know.
So
Yeah,
was
man,
this
that
like
might be
a
the same
photo
watch.
shoot for a product, or was he like, I just feel fabulous and I need to have a photo shoot?
I don't
Yeah,
know. It came from
WWF
France.
condoms.
Like it says www-france.fr.st is the website. Wow. The French are
I don't know if that site's
awesome.
still available. So I don't
Well,
know.
you guys,
but
I
yeah,
look
yeah.
forward to watching the Greatest Royal Rumble and Infinity Ward this weekend. So
Oh my god! Hey,
Uh,
look, go see that movie. Like soon.
Oh,
as we
I already
hang
have
up. Like,
tickets
it's-
tomorrow night.
And that's why we can't be there, Val.
Oh, is it because you suck at
Oh.
life?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I brought
Mm.
them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's not like you can't sell them on the black market, Ivan.
Ah, ah,
Yeah,
We'll be at the. Just
Yeah,
let us.
please
See,
go
I'm-
see that movie.
We'll be there. I promise.
I want to be. Hopefully, I do well.
I'm-
Hopefully, I'll make all the goods.
I'm going to see it again in the morning at 9:30.
Oh, you saw it already, Pat?
So, please go. Just hang up and go see.
And
the
go
movie.
right now.
or just stand outside the movie theater until you guys got to go tomorrow.
That's
I have to work.
fucking day, and I pee a lot. Okay.
I have to work a Cubs game, sir. Piss break.
All
Piss
right,
break.
well,
Okay, so can
Wow.
we just like for 1 second, since I gave a little bit of love to Kaiju Attack Wrestling because I love them, can I just give some love to Freelance and Freelance Underground?
Do it.
Of course, I'm super hella biased, and guess who gives a fuck? Not this guy. It's gonna be at the Batterbrow Brewery. Say that real fast. At 2515 South Wabash Avenue in Chicago, Illinois. Doors are at 7:30. Bell time's 8:30. So that's when I'll be getting my mic on. It's 18 and over because it is at a brewery. It's a $20 suggested donation at the door, but for $20 more, you get all you can drink for like 2 or 3 hours. And let me tell you, the beer is phenomenal. I'm not like a huge beer drinker, but this is the one place that I always make sure to drink if I'm at a show. Except for this time, I'll be on the mic, so I will not be drinking. But I mean, it's going to be pretty awesome. Our homeboy Pat Monix is wrestling. Marche Rocket, the Freelance Underground Independent Championship. Pat currently holds the title, and hopefully he will retain. So that's going to be awesome. Simon Grimm, formerly known as Simon Gotch on WWE, part of the Vaudevillians.
Simon got in. He came out and said he owns the name now. So fuck WWE. No, I won't. I'll leave that out.
Yes,
But he got his name back.
cannot say that, Pat. We talk about them all the time.
Yeah, we love them.
Yes, I'm
I love
fine.
them.
Love 'em.
I
Yes,
put the
love
we
'em.
in WWE. Okay, how about that?
Oh.
So Simon Grimm is going to be taking on Mojo the Voodoo King, so that should be interesting. It's going to be good. There's like a 6-man scramble to open up the night. Isaiah Velasquez versus Rough Crossing. Oh my God, I'm so excited. There was this tag team known as the Superiority Complex, and they, of course, had a falling out as tag teams often do. So they're going to be facing each other tomorrow in kind of a grudge match. I'm super stoked. It's Roy Flash Gordon and Tony Nas, like the rapper. Super stoked. And then the Freelance Underground Tag Team Championship is on the line. I fucking love this matchup so much. This will probably be, well, I can't say it'll be my favorite match of the night because I have to be unbiased. But I will be watching it very closely as the Awkward Team Hunger Force, who are the current Freelance Underground Tag Team Champs, comprised of GPA and Kylie Ray, who are both of them are phenomenal. They're going to be taking on the Twisted Sisters, which is fucking Holidead and Thunder Rosa, you guys. Like Cobra Moon on Lucha Underground. Oh my God, she's so fucking. They're both so fucking good. And then it was supposed to be Craig Mitchell, who is a current Freelance Underground champ, taking on sensational Stevie Fierce for the title. But unfortunately, Craig sustained an injury while in Canada, I believe, this week. So basically, they're going to put that matchup on hold. If Stevie Fierce can beat the one and only All Ego Ethan Page, then Stevie will maintain that shot at the title against Craig Mitchell at a later date, or it could end up in the hands of All Ego. So I'm really, really, really excited. And I don't know, Freelance Underground is an awesome time. It's some really excellent talent, especially if you're in the Chicago area. Check them out. Again, a little biased over here, but I think y'all should check it out if you can. So.
All right. Holy shit.
You have the inside scoop and the indie stuff we got to represent.
Always.
No. Yeah. I'm high. Hi, everybody. Holy shit.
Well,
I smoked
yeah,
so
Where
much
can the
today.
internet find everyone?
Yeah. So I guess this concludes the 13th episode of Scheduled for One Fall. You can find me
Oh,
at
Patrick. Yes. No, you're golden. Golden, brother. You're golden.
Yeah. Oh man. You can find me on Twitter at _Patrick Pryor because some shithead decided to have Patrick
9
Pryor.
years ago. He hasn't tweeted in 9 years.
Yeah, he hasn't tweeted in 9 years.
In 9 years. 9 years.
Make it 10
Like,
years.
I
Every
can't
year,
wait.
make it go up every year.
Yeah, 10. I think 10
Shit.
years is coming up, which is crazy, Twitter. What the fuck, man? But yeah, you can find
Get
me
that shit
at _
verified,
Patrick
yo.
Pryor. Yeah, man, it's not that many Patrick Pryors. There is one white painter by the name of Patrick Pryor, and then there's me. So I
Why
don't
gotta
know.
be white?
I mean,
No. Daniel,
I
nobody
think-
wants to be white. Let's be honest.
Hey, y'all said it, not me. But where Val? Where can they
No,
find you?
she's right. She's right.
Yes, I am right. You can find me on the interwebs at Val Capone on the Twitter machine, of course. And you can find me tomorrow night in the ring at Freelance Underground. You can also follow them on Twitter at Freelance FREELANCE UNDRGD. Freelance Underground. No vowels on that end part. But yeah, check me out on the Twatter machine. And if you're on the Insta, it's at Valfonts, because I'm Valfonts Capone, VALPHONSE Valfonts. Boom.
Then yeah, where they
Okay.
find you at?
You can find me on the Twitter at Viva Danielle. No special spelling. Doesn't matter. I'm also by that same exact spelling on Instagram. How about
And Black
you,
Market
Mr.
Ivan?
Black
You can
Market
find
Ivan?
Me at Black Market Ivan, one word on Twitter. That's
Oh,
all.
okay, that's cool. So we're drunk and high, and
Hey, and shout us if you retweet or DM us on Twitter. Say something nice and we'll shout you out. If you're listening on iTunes, please leave a review for us.
Yes.
And if you are
Crucial.
a wrestling talent and would like to be on the show, contact us on any of those platforms or the longest email address of all time, scheduled
Yeah,
for
man.
one fall podcast at gmail.com. I like my emails like I like my
No. You just message me.
Speaking
It's
of,
safer. At Val Capone.
before-
At Val Capone. Message me and I will put you on our calendar. Plus, I'm the indie maven guru douchebag. So just message me at Val Capone. Stay away from Black Market Ivan's long emails. Long emails. Just kidding.
yes. So I guess that is it. So everyone, take
that email address is
Spike
at least
your
12
hair.
inches long.
At least.
take care, spike your hair, and
Pat,
Everybody
buy
buy
AJ
AJ Styles.
Pat, I said that email address is at least 12 inches long. What do you think about that statement?
what the hell
my
is going
God.
on with this show?
I don't
What
know.
is
I
going
gotta
on
go.
with this show? I don't know.
All right, you
gotta
guys,
go.
I'm out. I gotta
Everyone-
rest my voice. I can't laugh any harder. I gotta prep for
Wait, no,
tomorrow for
13. No, I'm sorry, it's 13 inches because it's episode 13.
episode. Oh, Patrick just left.
Oh, that's the best.
Well,
All right,
well,
bye,
well,
Val.
good luck. We will
Bye,
we'll
y'all.
go next time. We had these freaking tickets, but yeah, we'll go to the next one. Just let us know.
No worries.
All right, have fun. Catch you later.
Okay, bye.